Mother lovers, this is Diggy, aka Mystro, the natural born spitter. You know, the ones who run up in your house just to take a crap in your dinner. You're locked into BACKSPIN TV, you fass.
Okay, BACKSPIN TV, zweiter Tag, Hip-Hop Camp. Heute ist Freitag, it's Friday. But before we only had like US artists here, like, or I was doing only US, but we're gonna take it to the UK.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Well, you know what? We want to find out what your UK accent's like, Gizmo. Let me hear the UK accent.
Oh, a cup of tea. It's like, oh, what? Like, darling, can I get a cup of tea?
Yeah, something like that. You know
Excuse
what I mean?
me. No, mate. Ain't it, mate?
He's got it.
So, like, yeah, we're here with Mystro.
Yeah,
Many people in Germany know him because he did work with Johnny Rewind, aka DJ Dynamite. So, Mystro, what you up to?
Oh, since then, man, that was like, from what I remember, that was like 03 or something.
Yeah.
So since then, I've dropped like a bunch of EPs, some collaboration albums. I started traveling to Australia and New Zealand. I did an album out there called Diggy Down Under, which was based on me being, you know, touring out in Australia and New Zealand. So I worked with producers and singers and rappers from there. After that, I've done 2 more EPs and a mixtape. So Tip of the Iceberg Volume 2, #1's out there already. Then I did an EP called F the Tax Man. I can swear, no? Or I can't swear? Yeah, Fuck the Tax Man, that's what it's called, Fuck the Tax Man. That's out on my own label, Don't Business. And then the next EP I dropped was a thing called Digmund Freud. You know Sigmund Freud?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like
Sigmund Freud.
Digmund Freud is like the third cousin removed on the black side.
Okay.
Digmund Freud. So look out for that. That's out on Don't Business / right, I can't remember that name. Self-Destruct. And right now, I'm here at Hip Hop Camp. I'm going to be performing on the Saturday, 4:15, kind of early, but at least you'll get a good suntan, you know what I mean? And I'm pushing a new album, it's called Mystrogen. You know what Mystrogen is, right?
Yeah.
It's like oxygen, but you need it a whole lot more, you mother.
Okay. So, like, is it the first time on a hip hop camp?
Yeah.
So, how you feel the camp, like?
Man, it's amazing because, like, you know, it's funny for us. It's like we used to have, you know, festivals that were like based around hip hop mainly, but it kind of died out as soon as the dance music sort of took over, the dubstep and all of that stuff. So for us, it's kind of weird being able to go. You walk into different stages and all you're hearing is hip hop, just raw hip hop. You know, for us, it's a mess. For me, I'm loving it. Yeah. I'm loving it.
So, like, let's take it back to London. Like, so how is life in London?
Well, you know, we just had the riots, innit? You know.
Yeah. We know. We kind of.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a case of obviously everyone's going through a struggle somewhere. You know what I mean? And whether it be through a racial thing or through a class type thing, like our situation is more based on class. You know what I mean? And it's like the people higher up, say middle class, upper middle class, you know, high class. They don't really understand what's going on in our society on our level. And so now people have been angry for like 30, nearly 40 years or whatever, and this is what happens, man. You know, like the kids nowadays, they don't give a damn like we used to. So and it's the morals that they've been taught. Like now with the information age, you're finding out about MPs lying, you know, police being involved with corruption. You know, you heard about the news, obviously, what's it called, you know, Rupert Murdoch and all that stuff. So we're growing up learning about this now and then wondering, why, hold on a minute, how long have they been lying for? And so now it's just erupted, you know. There are people that took advantage of it and, you know, I got the phone call, yo, bruv, what are you doing? You want to come? No. You know, so people get your flat, you know, your flat screen TVs and iPhones. Right now, that's what's going on. But the one good thing, the one positive thing out of it is that now, I think the voices that have been screaming for so long can now be heard. And it's time for us to change that. You know, I feel we're all to blame in some way. You know what I mean?
Okay, like, we just talked about riots, but what about like at the time that you came back with Johnny Rewind, or Johnny Rewind did his album with all these UK artists, even Estelle, before she got famous, before she blew up, you know, we was hanging out in London at that time, had a big story in the BACKSPIN magazine at that time, but how it's like, at that time, like the hip hop, like I'm talking about the hip hop scene came back with artists like you, I'm talking about the grime scene and all that stuff like that. So how is the feel now in London? Is it like, did it die out again, or is there something?
You know, the thing is with it's hard. I think with the UK hip hop scene, the hard thing is that not everybody was making music for the clubs. And most of the DJs on the, you know, mainstream radio or semi-mainstream, even if they're specialists but still, you know, on at a good time, they want to be able to play stuff that they feel they can play in the clubs, which is up to them. Personally, I think you should keep a balance of what's good out there, whether it's for the clubs, for headphones, for listening in the bedroom, whatever. If you keep a balance, then everybody's kind of happy. But a lot of people lean more towards the club side, the hype side, the single side, you know, people want to hear all that. So it kind of killed the vibe of like UK hip hop in a sense, you know, and I think it's down to the individual at the end of the day. The type of music you want to make is what you want to make, but whether it be you just want to make music for your friends to enjoy, or you want to make music for the masses to enjoy, that's down to you. But it is harder for us now because not everybody on the mainstream is trying to play that stuff, you know what I mean?
All right, last question, like, new album is dropping, it's coming,
Yeah.
like, are we gonna see you in Germany again? Like,
Yo, I hope so, man. Like, you know, the one good thing about this album is that I'm getting to, you know, I could afford to do it all myself, like recording, making sure it's all mixed and mastered, and then now I'm able to release it myself via Believe Digital, so it's definitely coming out digitally worldwide. And then in terms of the physical side of release, I'm going to speak to a few labels. If I can get a license deal, I'll do it that way, but if not, then I'll fund it myself. So everyone's going to get hit on this. Go to www.mysdiggy.com, that's mysdiggi.com, and you'll find out a lot more info. But I'm looking to drop it hopefully November. Mystrogen, it's like oxygen, but you need it a whole lot more, you mother lovers.
all right, man, Mystro, thank you for being with us.
Good to see you, man. It's been years, man, serious. This guy, you know what, let me just say one thing, that this guy, out of a lot of people that I've met worldwide, has been doing this thing for real, like seriously from the heart. You know, obviously you got to make a business out of it, but he hasn't like sort of compromised what and who he supports because of that, and I really appreciate that, bruv. If there were more people like you out here,
don't let me turn red now.
We get to see MOP every damn, you know what I mean, every year, you know what I mean? So love, man, love is love. Mystro, bless.